Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie hangout. Well, the Hobbs and Shaw movie trailer has just dropped, so let's check it out and I'll give you my initial reaction to it.
I'm dealing with the future of the planet. I'm the necessary shock to the system. I am human evolutionary change. Bulletproof. Superhuman.
Who the hell are you?
Bad guy.
The mission has been compromised. We need help.
Our target's name is Brixton. He's a ghost. We're gonna need the best trackers in the business. Luke Hobbs.
I'm what you call an ice-cold can of whoop-ass.
Career lawman. Always gets his guy. We're gonna need to operate outside the system. Deckard Shaw.
I'm what you might call a champagne problem.
Rogue former MI6 agent. Doesn't play well with others. If we stand a chance against Brixton, you guys have to work together.
No way. This guy's a
real ass.
This job requires stealth. Look at you.
I'm trying to save the world, which, for the record, will be my fourth time. Because I'm really good at it.
You have no idea what we're dealing with.
Hobbs and Shaw. You want a war? You've got one. Remember me? On my three. Sure. 1, 2, 3. Three shocks will kill a man. There we go. It's a bad guy speech.
You had to open your big mouth, didn't you, huh?
Yeah, I thought it was a cool thing to say in the moment.
Oh man, I gotta say I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought this was gonna be lame, you know. This actually looks really, really good. I think this is gonna be better than most of the Fast and the Furious movies, and I'm not saying that lightly. Um, Okay, let's just go through the details of this movie and of what we know so far. All right, so this movie is going to be directed by, or it is directed by David Leitch. I think that's how you pronounce his name. David Leitch directed Deadpool 2, which is a good movie. He did Atomic Blonde, which the action was good in that. But the one movie that stands out above all of them is John Wick. He directed John Wick. John Wick is fantastic. The action is awesome. And this movie, the action looks a lot like John Wick, which I'm so excited about because I hope that is going to be the standard from now on for action movies. Um, Wide shots, not a lot of cuts, so you can actually see that the person is really doing the action, not all these jump cuts and everything where you don't know what the hell's going on. And you know, a lot of times too, filmmakers when they do the all the different cuts and everything, and they shake the camera, that hides the stunt double and stuff. And so when there's a far away shot, like in this trailer, you can actually see that there really is, the actor really is doing the stunt. You know, even if they're wearing like a safety harness or something, they're actually doing it. So it adds a level of realism to it. I thought this trailer was awesome. Great humor, which is what I want to see. Great action. Really creative scenarios that set set up the action, because in an action movie, that's really what the whole movie is. It's like you go from scene to scene, and basically the scene just kind of like sets a stage for something big and something physical to happen because that's what people are expecting to see. And what sets up the scene is a good story and relationship between the characters. And Jason Statham has got a lot of charisma. He's actually a really funny guy, and he's got kind of a dry sense of humor, which is pretty good. And The Rock as well. The Rock, you saw a lot of The Rock's wrestling character in this. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Opening a can of whoop ass. I love that stuff. That is Dwayne Johnson's strength, and I'm glad to see that here. I'm glad to see that they are just utilizing what he does best in both of those guys, and the two of them together. I just think is going to be great. It's going to be like Lethal Weapon on steroids, literally. I'm definitely going to pay the money to see this. This is a ride I want to go on, and I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you think this is going to be a good movie? Do you think it's going to be better than the Fast and the Furious movies? Do you think it's probably going to be one of the best Dwayne Johnson movies? His are hit or miss. They're either good or they're kind of like whatever. And I think that this one is going to be bringing in a boatload of cash. Also, to keep in mind, Dwayne Johnson got into a feud with Tyrese. Tyrese is the guy from one of the side characters from Fast and the Furious franchise. They got into it, an argument, because I guess the movie studio pushed off the next Fast and the Furious movie to make room for this film. And I got to say, they might be pushing off the Fast and the Furious movies even more because this is going to do well. I can just tell it's going to make a lot of money. And I would not be surprised if this ends up having a sequel, or even this ends up being a trilogy. And The Rock pretty much taking over the Fast and the Furious franchise, as well as creating a new one. I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy, man. Like, when you go to the movie theater, The Rock is always on 2 or 3 or 4 movie posters at one time. This guy, I don't know when he sleeps. He literally just sleeps, eats, works out, and blows stuff up in movies. I mean, it's incredible, his work ethic. But anyways, let me know what you think. Do you think that this movie is going to be one of the better Rock movies? Do you think that it's going to be better than maybe some of the Fast and the Furious films? Are you going to go see it? Comment below, let me know. I'm interested to hear. And if you want to get future rants, reviews, and original content, click subscribe. Later.